Hey everyone, hope you had a great Thanksgiving if you celebrate it. If not, hopefully you're having a great Friday. I know I'm starting a little bit early today, but I'm not gonna. I'll get into the content. I want to wait for anyone else that wants to get on. And today we're going to be going over the different types of campaigns in Facebook's Ads Manager and Power Editor. So I'll be showing you the main campaigns that I use for running ads, and then I'm actually going to launch some ads with you guys today so that you can see exactly how I do it. And last training, we did the Facebook page with the luxury European river cruise, and then I don't remember, I think might have been Randy wanted to do the show how to do an ad for an event. Now I'm going to do a luxury river cruise ad, and then I'm going to do an event ad. And if anyone else, John or Wall, if you guys have any suggestions, or like if you want me to launch an ad for something, yes, while I'm recording. If you want me to launch an ad for something that you're doing, let me know. John, I know that a Shopify store, John. Yeah, so. Give me a product that you want me to what type of Shopify store? Like, do you have a specific product or something, or I can just go pull one off AliExpress too and just show you what I would do, or I'll probably just use one of my existing products that I used to have. But I'll do the event first, then the luxury, and then the Shopify store ad. So this one might run a little bit longer today, but we're gonna cover a lot of things. So let's get started. It's 1 o'clock. So over here in California, it is super warm. I don't feel like it's Thanksgiving or Christmas because it's like 90 degrees outside. I'm usually from Washington State, where it rains consistently every day of the year. So okay, so this is our Facebook group. I think everyone's in here, and I'll be posting any updates. Right here is how you log into the members area so that you can see the previous replays. And then any other content, I'm going to be adding like more content there, and then I'll edit this post with any like Google Docs. I want to give you guys some of those Google Docs that I had shown you about some of the ads that I use, so that you guys can kind of use those as guidance. So let's jump into it. So we're going to do an event campaign first. Manage ads. So we're going to go to this one. Now I know I've talked about the audience insights before, and we're going to kind of touch on that today. We're going to see what we can get done with the audience insights. I'm going to try to do all 3 ads today. So we're doing this live, so just like when I do ads myself, sometimes an ad takes me 10 minutes to do, and sometimes it takes me an hour to do just one ad. It just depends on how easy it is to target. So I don't know what type of an event we're doing, but I'm just going to pretend like we're going to do a, let's say I wanted to do an event for, I don't remember what Randy said, or John, if it was you, about the event, if we figured out what type of event, but let's just do a, like an e-commerce type of an event. Okay. So this is audience insights right here. So you can do, I know I covered this in one of the trainings before, but you can like kind of get insights. It's kind of like how it talks about get insights for your audience. So you build your audience in Power Editor here when you create a campaign. Where, oops. So down here in audience, you can build your audience right here. But what's cool about Audience Insights is it'll show you how passionate your audience is. And so we got e-commerce. You can see that all the top categories of what they like, it's all kind of just general stuff. Same with page likes down here, just general type of things. But if we get more specific with it, like let's use like Grant Cardone. See, now we have Grant Cardone. Now we have other people that are in the e-commerce space. Russell Brunson, Gary Vaynerchuk, Tim Ferriss, Jim Rohn. We have some other people. So this is a more passionate audience. We have 800 and 900. So let's put in some of these other guys in here. So let's do Russell Brunson. Because if I was doing an event, I want to find other people that have also done events. So if we target people that have done events, it's likely that people that are interested in the e-commerce space and bettering their lives, which these guys do training. And so if people are interested in bettering their lives and follow these guys, there's a good chance that they may want to go to an event. Now there's all sorts of events. This would be for like an e-commerce event. So there we go. We got 2.5 to 3 million. Let's go into Power Editor. And so our first ad, so we're doing an event. So let's do a PPE ad. That's my most common ad. You can see like all these are PPEs. I like PPE ads. They tend to work really well. Now what a PPE ad is, it's a post-engagement ad which is meant to get likes and shares from you're paying for the likes and shares in the comments. Now what that does is it gives your product social proof. And so when you do run another ad to it potentially, if people see that it has a lot of likes and shares, they're more likely to buy your product or click the link because it looks more trusted than if something just has one like. It's just like if you post something on Facebook on your personal page and it only gets a few likes, people probably didn't like it that much. But if you see a post with 1,000 likes, it's like, oh, that must be really popular. So it's just that social proof that we want. And then I like to name my ads whatever. This is my product right here, and then PPE is for post engagement, page post engagement. Now I'm going to periodically go in and check the questions every now and then. I want to get through this, and then I'll answer any questions about this campaign at the end. So, and if you ever have any questions at all, just post them to the Facebook group too. I'll be checking that at least once a day. And so what I would do, so $5 a day, that's all I would do at first. Sometimes even $3 a day is fine. I like to micro test things before I go big on it. So I'd rather test, like, so we're about to do an audience right now, and what I would do is I would go back to Audience Insights and build out 3 other audiences and have 3 to 4 different audiences with maybe 1 ad on each different audience, and see which audience works the best. And then once you have your audience that is the best audience for what ad you're doing, then you take that audience and then you do multiple ads in there and maybe change around the ad copy. And so I would take 4 audiences, take the best one after 2 days, and then here, let me write this down. This is how I like to do split testing. That way we can keep it relatively cheap. So I do 4 ad sets at $3 or $5, $3 or $5 a day, with 1 ad and ad copy. After 2 days, I would choose the best audience ad set and turn off the other 3. Then, with the winning ad set, I would duplicate and build out 3 more ads. Maybe 2 video and 2 images. Then you see which one of those ads works the best. Once you have the best ad, video or image, then test 4 different ad copies, text on Facebook post, and select the best one. Now, this may take you, if you're doing drop shipping, I'm going to show you a different way to split test. But if you were doing like a, this would be for an event or like I don't want to say serious product, but like something that you've invested a little bit more into. Like not if it's just a drop shipping product, I wouldn't spend this much time on just one drop shipping product unless it was like an invention or a service, a client. And so this pretty much gives you you'll have 4 different ad sets times 4 different images, or 4 different ads times 4 different ad copies. So this is, you could do it all at once and then you would have 64 ads, or if you do it piece by piece, it tends to work out a little bit smaller, and so you can conserve money and so it can work out a little bit better and also a little bit cheaper. And then this would end up costing you 12. It'd be right around $30. So 30, maybe $50, depending on how long you run the ads for. But let each ad run for 2 days. If you're a beginner, let it run for 2 days. Let ad run for 2 days to get enough data to make a good decision. And it just takes, even PPE ads, it takes them about 2 days to get data for it. So you want to let it run and buy the data. That's all, especially when you're getting started. Imagine you are buying data from Facebook in order to figure out what it is you want to do. Now, on a weekend like this, I personally, and some people do it differently, I personally like to start my ads on Monday. And so I would do it Monday at 12:01. The weekend, you can make a lot of sales on the weekend, but it's just times are different. So if you stay consistent with how you run your ads, you're going to get good data because you're going to figure out what works and what doesn't. If you're constantly changing all sorts of variables and you don't keep track of which variables you're switching up, you kind of lose track in your head, and then one day you may have a really good day and another day you may have a really bad day, and you don't know what caused that. And so keep things consistent, but then split test on 1 or 2 variables. That way, when you do have success or failure, you can figure out, you can identify exactly what contributed to that, instead of just being like, I wonder why I got a sale today, or I wonder why I didn't make any sales. It's better to just change 1 or 2 variables, just like science. Like I take Facebook just like a science. Don't schedule end run day, and then we're going to do that that audience. So and this is really how easy it is. Not that hard. A lot of times it gets really complicated, but I try to simplify things as much as possible. So I would do this audience and then 3 more audiences. Either you could use people, you could also like, so we got 2.9, which is pretty good, but you could also do something like this. Like if you want to get real creative with it, you do Ty Lopez, Tim Ferriss. I just know these people, so I know that they're in the internet marketing space. And it's going to stop moving up as much because a lot of these people overlap with their audience. We'll do Tony Robbins. And we'll leave it at that. And then we're going to narrow audience, and we were going to do an e-com event. So maybe we want to flex target it, which is highly, very, very powerful, because not every single person that listens to these people are interested in e-commerce. There's some just general success people that like Tony Robbins. Tim Ferriss, mainly e-com. Tai Lopez, mainly e-com. Same with Russell Brunson, but Robert Kiyosaki, Rich Dad, Poor Dad. A lot of people that like him maybe aren't in the e-com space. Same with Grant Cardone. A lot of his following is in the sales arena, and so, or real estate. So let's do like digital marketer. I've done this a few times, so I know a couple audiences. Digital marketing. So I'm going to show you actually a few different ways to do this in here, because I don't know exactly how the event is. So I'll just show you like a few of the ways, and hopefully you can kind of understand how I approach this. So we're going to do social media marketing, online advertising, content marketing. Now, I'm not going into audience insights for this, because since this is flex targeted, there's not a way to do that, to my knowledge, in audience insights. And we already know that this is a fairly targeted audience. I could even throw the Tai Lopez, Tim Ferriss, and Tony Robbins into audience insights, but just for sake of time, I'm going to leave it as is, because I know that, actually, I'll show you anyways. Why not? So Robert Kiyosaki, Tai Lopez, Tony Robbins, and I think that was it, right? Tim Ferriss, did we get Tim Ferriss? So you can see these are very targeted audiences. Les Brown, Grant Cardone, it's all the same people. So this is a very passionate audience. Now we got 1.2 million people, and so okay. So for an event, if you were doing an event and it wasn't for like another month or two, or maybe like 6 months out or a year out, and it's a fairly popular event, or you plan to get a lot of people there, I would do all of you, like let's say the event's in the United States, or even if it's nearby, I would do all of the United States. Now, doesn't mean you can't do the big six, which is Ireland, United Kingdom, Canada, New Zealand, and Australia. However, you're not going to get as many people to fly out for events. Some do, but it's just not going to be worth. It's not going to give you as much of an ROI on your money, is what I should say. And so, but if you're doing an event and say it's only in 30 days, and you're like, hey, I'm launching this event in 30 days, well, I want to do all of the United States. Let's say you're doing an event in LA. If I was doing an event in LA, so this is exactly what I would do if I was doing an event in the United States. Without showing the ad yet, just targeting wise, this is exactly what I would do for United States. If you were doing like an event in like 6 months, and it was like in a big city, and it was going to be a popular event, and you're expecting a few thousand people to be there, this is how I would get butts and seats. Now, if you're doing a local event and you're looking for a few hundred people there, and maybe it's in a month or so, and you don't really have a lot of time to market for it, I keep it very simple. So I would go. If I was doing an event in LA, I would actually do California, Las Vegas, and I keep thinking Vegas because I always, whenever I go to Nevada, I always go to Vegas, but Nevada, and then Arizona. There's a lot of e-commerce going on down here. Las Vegas, Nevada, if you look at Shopify, last time I looked at Shopify and Google Trends, the most searched Shopify term is in Las Vegas. There's a lot of e-commerce there. Same with Arizona. Arizona, there's a lot of entrepreneurs in Arizona. And then California, same thing. There's a lot of money in California. And so if I was doing an event in LA, I would target this area right here for my event. Now we only have 220,000 people. So maybe since I was only doing an event here, maybe I'm going to take out the flex targeting and see. Now I have 1.2 million people. That's pretty good. Because when you take out this stuff, the instant articles, the Instagram, the audience network, it cuts some of that. Like if we had Instagram here right now, it's going to shoot up. But if you were going to do an Instagram ad, you're going to want to do that on a different. That's actually going to be a good topic. So I'm gonna do Instagram ads. Add that to the course. I'll show Instagram ads here in a few weeks or something. Yeah, Instagram ads are a great way. You can even do Instagram shout-outs is what I've done, and I've gotten 6-to-1 ROI on that before. Instagram shout-outs. You just got to be clever with it, which I'll show. Okay. So we got this, and then I'm going to name it whatever type of targeting. So we have influencers. Cool. Copy that. Go into the ad. Now I made a page recently to kind of demonstrate something like this, but I don't know why it's not in here. So we're just gonna do that page, or yeah, it doesn't matter. Okay, so for an ad, now it would depend on what type of speaking thing you're having, but I would, like, if this is an annual event or a monthly event, I would take a 90-second video clip from the year previous with people cheering, somebody speaking, like kind of jump cuts, and make it like a really engaging video with music and stuff. And that's the ad that I would run initially if this was like an annual event or an event that has been similar. If you're a speaker at an event, record like a previous speaking gig that you've had. Since I don't, since this is just a general event type of thing. Oh, speaker. I guess that's the wrong one. We got speaker app. I would do something just like this. This one they look bored, so I'm not going to use that one. Okay, so I've showed a couple times. This is 99% of the time. This is how I do my ads. I either select a post that I had already done to like split test with a new audience, or I just create a new one. And sometimes you see like things sometimes don't work in Facebook ads. You just got to be patient with it and try different things. Or I enter the post ID from a dark post that I did. But today, since I always show that way, I want to show the other ways because they can be used and they do work sometimes. And this is another thing you could do an image like this. You could do a video, and then you could also do actually I would do an image, and then I would do a video from here, and then you could do like a vertical video. You could do a sideways video. Split test literally everything. And I don't know. Yeah, I'm gonna show you how to split test some stuff today. Obviously, we're not going to be able to get data because it's only a couple hours, but I will show you how to do some quick split tests. So, select image. So actually, let's do this. Go to canva.com. Go to Facebook ad, 1200 by 628. Should be the same as 1200 by 628. Now, I'm not the best designer, but there is like a I remember my user design class, the rule of thirds. So the main image, you kind of want to keep it in the thirds area, which this is perfect for it. Again, if I was doing this like for a real ad, I would do in video, but the concept is still the same. I'm not saying that an image isn't going to work. Images do work a lot of the time too, but videos tend to get cheaper engagement, and then you get more page likes. It just gives better social proof with the video, and Facebook gives more precedence to the videos. They give it a higher ranking in the algorithm. They're going to give you cheaper stuff just because they want video. They're trying to compete with YouTube and Snapchat. So the more videos, they want videos on their platform. Then what I would do is I would take them to an opt-in landing page with some more information. Maybe if you do an image here, do a video on the next on the landing page, and then have like some text in there, some testimonials. I would definitely do a landing page on this so that you can get their opt-in, and then even their phone number, and then potentially call them, and then after the opt-in, ask for the purchase. You could even do something like this. If it was a video, you could do like must see or attention. Since it's just an image, I'm just going to do that. Okay, so this is what I would do, especially when you're like selling an event. Like if your event's going to be like $500, or if you're doing a product that's a little bit more money, you're probably going to need multiple touches on a customer anyways. And so maybe do like a video ad and then retarget the video ad with an image ad, and then put some more text in here because we're talking about people that are interested in the e-commerce and entrepreneurship. They're likely going to read a little bit more than the average person. Like if I'm doing a drop shipping product, I'm keeping it short and sweet because a $10, $20 product, this is not the market that I'm not, that's not the market that reads stuff all the time. But if you're selling a product that's $250 all the way up to $25,000, you're going to want to put some text in there because those customers are going to read, and sometimes reading can be just as good or better than a video. And so I would do both though. I'd have a long text and break it up into pieces. If you just have one long paragraph, it just looks boring. So break it into bite-sized pieces. That way, like, I don't know, it won't let me show it here, but it's easier to see this way. We do learn more. You can do like shop now, send message, but especially for like an event, learn more is perfect. Okay, so that's our ad right there. And then let me show you what I would do to split test this. So I'm sorry, if you didn't see what I did, all I did was I just duplicated it. Sorry, I move fast sometimes. Okay, so this is a long image. So if you hit this duplicate button right here, it's going to duplicate just the ad. So this isn't going to raise your budget at all because you still have one ad set. This was previous. You have one ad set with two ads running to one ad set. So Facebook's going to choose which one to use more. Or what sometimes happens is they use them for different scenarios. So maybe they realize that like they show the post to people that like posts, and then the long image to people that like long images, and then like a video to people that like a video. So we got the long, so let's do this one. Okay, so far, are you guys liking this? I'm going to answer some questions right after this. So, okay, so we only want to change one thing here. So we don't want to change the text. So when you're doing a split test, you want to keep things very, very scientific so that you know exactly what's making the difference. So I would go in here. So it's the same image, except we're just going to make it into a Facebook post. And then since this one doesn't have a learn more button, I know I said don't change stuff, but this is, you want to make sure you have your link there. So I would just do like something like this. If you want to get real scientific, you go back to the other one and then save the other one the same way. But this one already does have the learn more button and the link, but it doesn't hurt because the link's the most important part, so it doesn't hurt to just add another one in there. And then, so there, we got two split tests. You could even just duplicate both of these. You got your existing campaign, that's good. You got the existing ad set, same ad set. Then come up with a new ad copy, and then keep the same ad copy on those. So then you have a four-way split test to see which one works the best. one ad set right there. And then what you can do once you have your ads in place like that, you got 4 ads. You can even do it again and do like a video or whatever. Then you duplicate this. Now you don't have to touch your ads again. And you just go in here and you change your audiences up. So like this one, let's say you just wanted to do a US. And maybe you just do $3 instead. Bam. And then maybe this one. So X marketers, that's cross narrowed with marketers. I like 1 to 2 million people for images. For conversions, I do 500K for conversion campaigns. I do 500,000 to 1 million, or even up to 2 million sometimes. But I like to test those more out, break them down by age and gender. And then with video ads, anywhere from 2 to 10 million is good. Okay, so that's how I do it. And then maybe like this one, we do the big 6. So actually, I'm going to make it easier on myself. Delete. Duplicate. Now I'm going to take this out. So it's actually going to just be the big 5 because I'm already targeting the US and I don't want to overlap. I want to be efficient. It's not going to really raise it that much, but I like being efficient. So it's not smart to overlap it like that if you don't have to. Because if we were to throw the US in here, we're already targeting the US twice with the influencers and then the e-com event as well. And there is some overlap, which will always kind of happen, but the less the better. Okay, so now we just made 16 ads, testing 16 different possibilities. Why is that so small? I guess there's not as many. That's odd. Only 650,000, so I'd probably put this down to 3. And then you got 4 ad sets, 4 different targeting options, 4 different ads. You got 16 ads right there. And that took me maybe about 15 minutes, maybe 38 from the very start, but you could definitely get things going pretty fast once you get the hang of it. Okay, so any questions about what I just did with the PPE ad, the ad set, the targeting, any questions at all about how I did that, I want to answer now. And then we're going to move on to the luxury cruise ad. Okay, so I'm going to start at the beginning. I'm just going back, going back, going back. Okay. Craft beer membership for Shopify. Okay, I can, you want me to do an ad on that wall, the craft beer membership? We may not be able to get to that today, but if because I know John had said he wanted to do one on Shopify, but I will. I can definitely. That'll be. I'll do something with that either today or the next episode. So I got that in my notes written down. Potential reach. So, John, that's a great question. The potential reach is kind of. Well, let me make sure we're on the same page here. So potential reach, yeah. So if you're doing a conversion ad, 500,000 to 1 million is a good a starting point. You can even go up to 2 million. But like, let's say I was doing a PPE ad, and like this one I think has 6 million or something. So this one has 6 million. So if I ended up doing a conversion ad on this, like for view content or add to cart, I would break it down into male and female. I would go into like the breakdown right here after I ran the PPE ad for 2 days, and then I would look at, especially for Shopify products, so I would look at like age and gender. I'd see where most of my stuff's coming from, and then I would break it down into like 5 or 6 different groups, because since that's a 6 million person audience, I'll break the 6 million audience into maybe 6 groups or even 10 groups, and then test all those out with like a $5 ad and see which group converts the best, and then that way it's laser targeting for the conversion, because over time it'll kind of overlap and you're going to miss some stuff, especially with just a $5 ad. And so, but with PPE, anywhere from I like to be at about 2 million. 2 million is just like a good round number that I like to tend to stick at. Facebook uses 2 million for all their lookalike audiences, so there's something with the 2 million that is good, that tends to work. It has worked for me, but there's not always like in this case. We know that when we did the audience insights that this is a very passionate audience, so I'm okay doing 6 million with an extremely passionate audience. What tends to happen is most of the time when you get to like 5 million, 6 million, it's not necessarily as much of a passionate audience, so I tend to stay away from it. But in this scenario, a 6 million person audience is a good idea, especially for videos. Great question, great question. Can you do that? Yes, yes. If you just did this as a webinar, same thing. No, 100%. I've made some test Facebook ad hacks ads before in training. I haven't launched. I don't think I launched any of them yet. But I want to get this course all situated, and so on January 1st, I'm going to start running ads to this course that I'm doing, and like to a sales webinar, and then I'll turn this into a funnel, and then I can start doing a new course, or maybe make an advanced version, or whatever, maybe a different course about something else that I know about, like a ClickFunnels course or a Shopify course, and so that way that this one's on automation once all the live webinars are done with it. Yeah, no, definitely, Wall. Stop motion video would be perfect. Any type of video is good in a situation like this. Yes, Energize. You can even, in Facebook, you can borrow their audio tracks, or you can go into YouTube also has some free audio tracks, but I think you just do royalty-free music. Yep. You can just go into here and then download some royalty-free music. You can listen to all sorts. That's a perfect song right there. That would be perfect. Like, imagine it's like slow stop motion, and then they see like everyone's cheering, everyone's happy, they're eating food. Perfect song for it. Okay, I might save that one. So for the text copy, I like to start with a a yes question. So in sales, a yes question is something that you know your customer is going to say yes to. And I like to kind of get their head nodding and then build some value, either some scarcity. I did it towards the end on this one with limited seats available. But like, you will not want to miss this. event of a lifetime, like don't miss out, kind of like scarcity type of thing. See speakers, build some value here. You want to speak to your audience. So like I know the e-commerce audience, and so I know this would speak to them. If I was doing a golf product, I would either have my client help me with the ad copy or look it over and approve it before I launched it, because I don't know how to speak to golfers. Or I would just go to Google and get some golf terminology so that I could use the same language as golfers. Or I would go to Facebook and I'd search other golf posts and see which ones did good. So John, I wait about when I first started, I waited anywhere from 48 hours to 72 hours. My rule was I kept everything running for 48 hours at first for a PPE ad. Now I do it in about 12 to 24 hours sometimes. I still like to do at least 24 hours of testing, and even typically I do like 24 to 48 hours now because I kind of know the stats a little bit more. And there's certain things that you're just gonna catch on to after a while, and you're gonna know that ad's not working well. But in the beginning, leave it running for 48 to 72 hours, because sometimes ads may look like they're not working at first, and then all of a sudden Facebook's algorithm learns, and it learns what people like that post, and then it just takes off, and it does super well. So leave them running for about 48 to 72 hours on a PPE ad. Great question though. Can we sell your course with you? It's helping us set up the ads to webinars, etc. John, are you talking about like an affiliate program? Yeah, I would actually love to do an affiliate program. I know Jim does that on his webinars or with his product, and I would definitely I would definitely be interested, and we can talk more about that. I know you bought the premium package program, and so we'll talk more about that tomorrow on our phone call. I haven't set anything up. I'm still kind of getting in the groove of this, but I would totally be open to that idea, and I would definitely be planning on that for the future either way. But we could talk more about it tomorrow. Awesome. Okay, so let's launch another campaign here. So one thing that I like to do. So let's just pretend for a second that this was a video ad right here. Or actually, we can just take one of my other ads. We'll do this for, we're going to take another ad from one of my other accounts. That does have video views. Okay, so this is a video right here. It's an old one, but let's just use this video, and we'll actually use this video too. So we're going to go in here. We're going to go to audiences now. Now let's say you wanted to launch a video. Sometimes videos don't get as many clicks, but they get a lot of views, and a lot of people watch the video. So like these two videos combined, I may have deleted some of the ad sets, but they got like, where was it? These were two videos, so they got about 200,000 views between them. So we're going to go to the same account. I've done this before, and I actually learned it a few months ago, and it works really well. It's a way to build your own audience, or just to retarget based on how long people watched for. So you can see, like, I already did like a 75% one there. So create audience, custom audience. And we are going to choose engagement. We're going to choose video. And then we're going to do, you can do 50%. I would split test 50% and 75% and see which one. Some videos, you're going to get great stats on a 50% custom audience. Sometimes you're going to need more like 75%. It depends on the video. I would split test both of these. We're going to do 50% for now. Choose videos. So we're going to go into this one. And that video, only 11,000. I know I had more than that. That's weird. Huh. Okay. All right, so we have these 3 videos right here. You can see these were really short. This is when I first started. I still made a few $1,000s off these videos, and they're not even 90 seconds long. So actually, since these are so short, excuse me, let me get a drink. I'm actually going to switch this to a 75% video because those videos are really short. I like to do 180 days. I might not have any, 6 months ago, that was May 24th. This might not have much of an audience because these were pretty old. So it's populating now. Give it anywhere from like 20 minutes to an hour to populate. You could even build a lookalike audience off of this. But what I would do is, now that I know that people watch these videos of the sound sticker, I would go get an image of the sound sticker. I'd get an image of it. Since I did a video, I would retarget them with an image. So there was a couple sound stickers in there, but I would just pull something off like this. Like this one. So I'm going to do a traffic ad. And the reason I'm going to do a traffic ad is because it gets link clicks. Now, I do like to use conversions more. If you're using a Shopify store and you have your pixel installed correctly, conversions on a view content, add to cart, or a purchase are going to work a little bit better. And I'll do a full episode on just drop shipping too. And that's where I initially got my experience with Facebook ads. Four of my ad accounts that I run are all Shopify stores. A few of them are ClickFunnels, and a few of them are services. But I'll do a full video on that. But for today, I'm going to do traffic, and just assume that this would be like, because we're talking about the event, even though I'm doing a sound sticker retargeting. I'm still kind of doing it on the same mentality as the event. So we launched the event. Let's say we did a video on the event, and we did like a 50% or 75% watch, custom audience. I like to do one campaign per product. Oops, I named it PPE. Again, depending on the size of your custom audience, you can do anywhere from $5 all the way down to just $1 a day, and you can increase it. If you let your PPE ad video run for, say, 2 to 3 days, and you're starting to get maybe like 10,000 views, 100,000 views on your video, then you can start out with $1 and you can slowly increase it once you start getting more link clicks. And as you are your custom audiences upload are building dynamically. So every day, the more people that watch your video, if you keep your PPE ad running, the more people that watch your video, the bigger your custom audience is getting. So you can slowly increase the retargeting daily budget. And as long as you do it by 20%, it doesn't mess up the algorithm or the optimization. If you change it from $5 to $10, it may change a lot of your stats and your optimization, but if you increase it every 2 days by 20%, your optimization will pretty much stay the same. And then again, I would do, so you could even launch this at the same time as your video ad and just do like a $1. Actually, you wouldn't be able to do it at the same time because Facebook requires custom audiences to have a minimum of 20 people. So like the next day after you do the PPE ad, or after 2 days of doing the PPE and figuring out which split test works the best, then you can do the traffic ad with the retargeting on top of that. Then you go in here. Hopefully I'm on the right account. 75% watch it. It says less than 20 people, but yeah, we got 9,200 people. So like on this one, you could even increase it. Again, this is always not 100% correct because I don't want to hit everyone, because it's gonna, the more I do it, Facebook has 9,200 people to choose from, and so it has to spend this $3 on only 9,200 people, and these 9,200 people are getting bid on by all sorts of other people. So they might be getting bid on like tools, maybe like speaker setup, something maybe completely totally different, because like I'm interested in a ton of different things. So depending on the marketer, I get ads for all sorts of different things. And so you want your budget, you don't want this to be full, because you want Facebook to choose out of those 9,200 people which ones are going to be the cheapest, because you don't, if you show it to all 9,200 people in one day, you're not being as efficient, because some of those bids might be a little bit higher than normal. So even in this case, I might even just start with $1 and see what happens, especially just on 9,200. And then edit placements. Now, there's a lot of people that say when you're doing a retargeting ad, don't edit your placements. Now, do take Instagram out, because that's placement. The size is going to be different. But some people say on traffic ads, leave everything, because you're retargeting these people. So you may want a little bit. You want more space. But like, if I was doing it, I would keep it just on feeds. But there are some people that say just leave it on everything. I just want you guys to know. This is just what's worked for me. And then this is new. Okay, so if you have, yeah, I've seen this. So, like ClickFunnels, or if you're redirecting to a website, sometimes your website may take a little bit long to load. And so, just optimizing for link clicks, people may not necessarily wait for your item to load, which has happened to me before. So sometimes website views can be, or page views I should say, are a little bit better, because Facebook will track who's actually waiting for your page to load and actually get that page view pixel fired. Again, split test it, figure out which one works better. Now, these people have already seen your ad once, so you want to remember that when you're creating your Facebook post. How would I do this? I almost want to just say, like, since this is a retargeting ad, I may just do something like this, because I already know they're interested. I'm looking for a music, the music note emoji. Probably passed it. Yep. Okay, so like again, you want to speak to your audience, and so when people trick out their car, it's because they want to differentiate themselves from other people when they customize their car. So that's why I said, do you love being unique? And then get noticed with our sound sticker. You could leave that out. I don't know if I'm in love with that one because it may mess up how I keep my ad. So let's save this and see how it looks. So I actually like that. It works out. Only 100 left is on its own line right there. I may put like I may put like a gift emoji right there, but then the triangle will drop down because this is how most people are going to see your ad. I like that one. That one's good. Again, I may put like a little box right there. That's something I may split test. Like I'm very finicky about certain things, especially the ad copy, because it's just like a commercial. If you have the best 32-second commercial, but your TV slot's 30 seconds, it doesn't matter how good your 32-second commercial is. You have to make it 30 seconds, or you're going to get cut anyway. So that's kind of how I feel about this kind of stuff. I try to fit on each of its own lines, or just make it look good. But this one looks good. And then if you put like a gift right there, it would just drop the triangle down to the next line. Okay, so we did that, and then we're retargeting. This is a retarget to the people that already saw the video, and then they're more interested in this in this product, and so that's why I'm going to do a traffic ad, because these people are interested, versus a PPE page post engagement ad. So let's check out some questions here. John, so the ideal length for a video is going to be 60 seconds to 120 seconds. Ideally, 90 seconds is exactly where I want my videos to be at. And then doing like a 50 to 75% is pretty good on those videos, 50 to 75% watch time, because they're watching your video for 60 seconds or so. There are longer videos, but I tend to do like 90-second videos. Those are my favorite length of videos. Cool. So I'm going to do one more ad here for you guys because I want to do that luxury ad, and then the next video we'll probably do the conversion ads, and we'll do some Shopify products. John and Wall, I know you said the craft beer membership, and John, if you want to send me a product that you want me to run ads to, I'll do those in a conversion ad. Show you how to do the conversion ads, and then we'll do Instagram ads too, maybe next time. Okay, so let's do a luxury that luxury boat cruise ship. Oh, we did that last time, didn't we? So is there anything we got? So yeah, each of these webinars are going to be about an hour, but I don't mind going over. Randy, hey, hopefully. I did an event. You can check out the replay. I did an event ad for you. I think it was you that was the one. Oh, there we go. Was looking for a local Chiro event ad, very local. So I don't know what a Chiro is. So I'm gonna, if you were my client, I would just go to, oh, chiropractor. Okay, gotcha. Chiropractor. Okay. Is that what you meant, Randy? Chiropractor? Okay, perfect. Craft beer membership for Shopify e-commerce. Yep. We'll do that on the conversion video. So let me just show you the targeting that I would have done on a. Let me delete these so I don't accidentally launch them one day. So I would get like a picture of like a cool chiropractor or like a maybe like a professor, like for an image. You could almost do like a. Or like a doctor presentation. I kind of want like something with like a whiteboard or like this. Like I might do something like this. Like this kind of looks boring, and this doesn't match up to what you're doing. But speak to your audience. So if you know the chiropractor market, find an image for it. But like I said, I like split testing things because no matter how good you are at Facebook ads, nothing always works every time. So how I guarantee success is I do 10 different things. Typically, actually, I like to do 20 different things, but I usually expect that about 9 out of 10 are not gonna be very profitable. There might be 3 out of 10 that are gonna be profitable or make money, but you're gonna have 1 out of 10 that actually do really, really well. And I remember people always told me, 1 out of 10 products is a winning product, and I launched like 50 products, and it took me, I think, like at least 50 different tries to find that winning product. But it does happen. Do not give up. Pretty much the difference between success and failure is successful people didn't give up in those hard times, because even if you're Mark Cuban, you've had some stumbles throughout your life. So just don't give up. So okay, so let me show you the targeting, Randy. So very local. So I'm just going to use LA again. Now, since this is a very big metro area and there's a lot of things going on, I'd probably do about 10 miles. Yeah, since it's an event, it depends on how long out. Like if it's like a month out, maybe like even 25 miles. If you're doing it in like next week, maybe 10 miles out, because you got to think like LA has bad traffic. So are people really going to want to drive like 2 hours for the conference? It's kind of up to you on that. But I would probably do about 10 miles. I think that's a good gauge. And then. So I don't know what that Cairo audience is. So what's cool about Facebook is we'll go into audience insights, because the Cairo without the Proctor had 1.5 million people. So let's see what's up with that. I don't know what that means. Are they using Cairo Trust? Yeah. There we go. Perfect. So I know I move fast sometimes. So okay, so what I did is I didn't know what the audience meant, the Cairo, but in here, if I do suggestions, or if I was typing in Cairo, I saw that this had 1.3 million people, and all the other ones didn't have very many. So I want to try to get that 1.3 million people if I can, especially since we're doing a small local event. So I typed in Cairo here because I didn't know if their abbreviation was the same as Randy's abbreviation. So then to figure out if it applied, I clicked on Cairo Trust right here, which is the largest page like. It brought up their actual page to figure out what it is, and they're talking. I see somebody reaching for his neck, whiplash. So this looks like a chiropractic site. Yep. So we still only have 9,000 people. So Randy, is this for chiropractors only, or is this for people that want work done as well? Yeah, John Wall Wall wants to know, John, if you can send him a private message in the Facebook group, please. Wow, John, that's a cool product. I would definitely run that. Yeah, I can run that tomorrow. That sounds like a really cool product. I like Wall. If it's a PPE ad, $3 to $5 a day for 2 to 3 days. If you're starting out, 2 to 3 days. Do the ad for. So I always think whenever I test something, it's about a $12 investment, maybe about $15 investment. And then if you're doing like 4 different ones, like what I did here, I'd run them for 2 days and then cut the 3 that didn't work and then keep that last one. And then for conversion ads, run them for at least 72 hours. Traffic ads, 72 hours. But PPE and video views, you can run for 2 days. Okay, John, we'll run that tomorrow. Oh, need work done. Okay, so we're gonna do. So we got a little bit more ability here. So pain relief. I'd probably keep it right there. I think that's a pretty good audience right there. We got 240,000 people now. Now, is that before or after? Yeah, that's with the edit placement, so that's good. That's the targeting I would do for that right there. And then, so our next video will be conversion campaigns. I like to spend a lot of time because this is an important training, and I want to show you some different ways, like for different things. So we covered an event today. We covered how to do retargeting if you do a video and retarget with an image. It tends to work better than if you do an image and retarget with a video. And then you're also building a new audience with that custom audience. So every day your audience is getting bigger with the PPE ad, while at the same time you're retargeting with the traffic ad. And then, so next time we're going to do conversion ads, and we're going to try to get some Instagram ads. I want to show you that. And we're going to focus on products. So we're going to focus on some Shopify products for our conversion ads in our next training. And so before I go, I want to know if anyone has any questions about anything I covered here. Yeah, no problem. Thank you. Awesome. PPE is page post engagement wall. Awesome. Love split testing. Yes, split testing, very, very important. I didn't do it as much in the beginning, and I paid for it. And split testing is critical in e-commerce because things are constantly changing at all times, and the trends are changing. How people interpret things are changing, and the market is constantly changing exponentially. It's very, very fast how the market can change. And so we constantly want to be split testing things because something that may not have worked a month ago may work today, and something that may work today may not work in a month. And conversions are the best ones, right? We want purchases. That's why we do this. PPE, page post engagement wall. No problem. Thank you. I want to add, awesome. Thank you, Wall. You are giving us great. Thank you, Wall. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Well, I had a great time today. Hopefully you guys did too. You learned some stuff. I will be doing another webinar. I think it's Monday. Most of the webinars are going to be on Fridays and Mondays. And again, if you have any questions, post them in the group, and I will get this replay up shortly. I did post some of my sales webinars that I was selling the product Facebook ad hacks on to the members area, and you can find that link in our group. Oh, wrong one. I have so many files up. So that was when I sold cars. We went to go test drive the new Prius. We went to like a little racetrack. Oh no, we went groups. Oops. Yeah. So right here on the pin post, I have the link to log in and set up your account, and then I have all the replays there. I'm going to be posting these into the members area eventually. It just takes a while to upload. But if you go to, so if you type in Andrew Paul, this is me right here. I was trying to turn it into a vlog thing. These are the unlisted videos, so I put them in here. I upload them to YouTube, and then I put the link in the members area. But if you scroll all the way down to my old videos, you can see these are some Shopify videos. So if you guys are doing Shopify, I do a bunch of Shopify training in here for free. These 4 videos right here, and then this one show how to pretty much launch basically just a basic ad and make your first sale. I show some drop shipping research techniques. These are some really good videos. When I hired VAs, I would have them watch these videos before they did product research for me. Some apps that I use, some research techniques, some other Facebook techniques in there, but mainly it was Shopify training, and just all, yeah, so Shopify training, e-commerce training, and then I got into some like vlogs and then some like car stuff, and so a lot of the other videos, they're not really important for success-wise, but down here, definitely some good videos to check out if you have some time, but we will be doing some more training, and I will be covering some of this. I will touch on Shopify and do the conversion ads, but I won't be doing like really Shopify training because it's a Facebook ad hacks course. So you can come in here and check out these videos if you want some Shopify training. And I think that's it for today. Let me see if there's any more questions in here. See on promo. Yeah, Jim will be on that. I'm going to be preparing for my next webinar. I have one at 5. To kind of like how you guys saw the webinar to come into this. I'm going to be doing another one of those tonight at 5. You guys can tune in. You're more than welcome to tune in. I will be teaching some stuff. It'll be similar. It'll just be like probably like a basic PPE ad, and then or showing like some of my previous products and stuff. But they are all live, so I do a little bit different every time. Where's the content on how to set up a Facebook account from scratch? Yes, so I want to say that it's this video in here. So ClickFunnels. I want to say that I uploaded it. Oh, actually, if you go to this video, it might be at the end of this video or this one. I do a Facebook account. I don't think I do the business manager in those ones though. So as in the Facebook ad hacks, I haven't uploaded it yet. I'm sorry. I'll get on that while Jim's doing his webinar. I want to double check that. I'm pretty sure I have the video. Yeah, I'll figure it out. I think it's this video right here, actually. So I'll figure it out, Wall, and I'm pretty sure I have a replay of it. But if not, then I will figure out. I'll go buy like a burner phone or something. I'll figure out a way to set up another account, business manager account. Well, anyways, you guys have a great rest of your day, and I will see you. Can I send you a link for the 5 p.m.? Yeah, well, I will get you one over. Awesome. You guys have a great day. I'll talk to you guys later. See ya.